What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Allison. Today I'm sitting down to do a life update video. Honestly, I don't think I've ever done a life update video. I've just kind of dove straight into vlogging, but I think giving you guys a little update into what's going on in me and Isaac's life is important so that I don't have to give you guys a backstory every single time I vlog. So with that being said, I stopped vlogging in Vlogmas. Life just got in the way, things got super busy. Unfortunately, I couldn't finish out as much as I wanted to, and I had plans to do the entire month of December. Again, life got in the way. But I'm just gonna kind of jump into December and then into where me and Isaac are currently at. As you guys know, my boyfriend Isaac plays for the Los Angeles Chargers in the NFL. Unfortunately, the Chargers did not make it to playoffs this season. They just didn't have as great of a season as they did last year, and playoffs was not in the cards for them. So now that the season is done for the Chargers, Isaac does not have to go back to work basically until next football season. There is a 2 or 3 time break of him having to go to train and stuff with the team. It's called OTAs, or organized team activities, but that is in April. So for the next few months, he doesn't have to technically go to work, but he will be training and working out, which is his work for the time being, because him staying in shape and consistent with his body and stuff is very important to his career. I'm sorry if you hear chewing, but my dog is chewing a bone. So off season is here and Isaac will be home a lot of the time. So he will be in the vlogs a lot, and you guys will just be seeing tons and tons of Isaac. Even though Isaac has off season, that does not technically mean I have off season. A lot of you don't think that I work, or you think that I live off of Isaac, which is completely not true. I pay half of the bills, I pay half the rent, and I pay for my own stuff because Isaac and I are not engaged, we're not married. I have my own job. I am a interior designer and I work in LA, Orange County, San Diego, and the reason it may look like I don't have a job is because I am an independent contractor. So I work with one company specifically, and I can choose my schedule, which has been the best thing possible, because I can decide when I want to work and when I don't want to work, and I understand I'm very, very lucky to have that job. And not only do I love the flexibility in my schedule, but I also love the people I work with and the houses I get to work in and just the company as a whole. So that is great. Again, I do work and I have my own income, so I do not rely on Isaac. With that being said, the off season, we are taking a few trips, and I have made sure to take off work and not accept certain jobs during those weeks so that we can take off season trips. Isaac is actually gonna be doing a lot of independent travel over the next few weeks in January, and then in February, we are going to Hawaii, which I'm really excited. I've never been to Hawaii. We are going to Maui and we're staying for 7 days, and if you guys, my dog is chewing at a bone. If you guys have any tips or recommendations as to places in Maui, let us know down in the comments and I'll be sure to listen to those. We've both never been to Hawaii, so we're really excited. That is our first off-season trip together, and then in March, we are going to an Asian country. So for Christmas, I actually gave Isaac plane ticket. Well, I bought me and Isaac's plane tickets for a trip to go to an Asian country. He has no idea where we're going, and he won't know it basically until we land in the country, and then I'll let him know what's going on. But that was his Christmas present. So we are taking 2 big trips this off season. I'm sure we will go on some other little trips. We do have plans to go to Minnesota so he can see his mom. I'll probably go back to Michigan. He'll probably come with me. There's gonna be a lot of smaller trips. We might go up and down California coast. It's just gonna kind of depend, but it's really nice because during off season, Isaac's life is basically on hold and football season is here. Football season is very demanding in that you can't, it's not like a normal job where you can just oh, I'll take the weekend and I'll go up to San Francisco, because there is no weekend in the NFL. It's only one off day and then you get 1 bye week, and that's basically it. So we're really excited for the off season. Going off the off season, we may move into a house. Isaac and I talked about it in our last vlog, I guess you could say, where we talked about the off season. So this year, Isaac is a restricted free agent. So the odds that he will sign with the Chargers are like 95%. There's a small percent that they may not re-sign him, but they would have to cut him essentially. And Isaac thinks that that's just not going to happen. So the odds that we were with the Chargers next year are very, very high. Once he re-signs a new contract for next year's season, then we may move into a house. So right now we are living in an apartment in Huntington, and we love where we live. We love the apartments we live in. We like the location. We basically like everything about it except for the space and the price. So living here is extremely expensive, and we're paying a lot for not a lot of space. Whereas if we rent a house in like Irvine or somewhere just more inland, we might be able to get a lot more bang for our buck. While we may not have a lot of amenities, it'll just be, I don't know, nicer. We also want a house because we have a dog now. Let me just, come here. Come here. You're making all this noise down here and they want to see who you are. So, as you guys know, we vlogged about it, but this is our new puppy. Her name is Frankie. She is an English, why can't you be in focus? She is an English golden retriever, and we're obsessed with her. And she is a main reason as to why we now want a home with a yard, because having a dog is just really a lot of work to, oh, Isaac, I was just talking.
Who's going to the dog park? Frankie's about to go to the dog park.
Wait, come here. I'm doing an update video, just like a life update video. I was just talking about how we may move into a house.
Oh my gosh. No, we are.
Are we?
No, potentially. I mean,
well, yeah, I know. I was just talking about the option. But so we now have a dog, and having a yard would be so great with having a dog, because you can just open the door and like let them run outside and exercise on their own. Whereas in like taking her out for walks and like going to like the potty pad, I don't know. I don't think it's cruel for a dog to live in an apartment, but she's going to get huge. She'll probably get to be like 70 pounds. So when she's 70, when she's like 70 pounds, we just want more space for her. And Isaac and I already want a second dog.
Ooh, I mean, that was like kind of a funny, who's the good girl?
I mean, Isaac's playing games right now, but
no, we
want to get a second dog because we want, I don't know. I just feel like golden retrievers are such sociable animals that I feel bad leaving her. And once the season is in full swing, one, we want to be able to train her so that she doesn't need to go in a crate for the entire day. Yes, we will make plans to like have a dog walker come here when we're both working on a specific day, but we also want to get her somebody to play with just because she plays so well with other dogs. So we actually found this nonprofit company. We found this nonprofit, and they take dogs from, they rescue them from China, basically. And I don't think it's just China. I think it's just like all over the place. So we are thinking about adopting from that organization in particular, just so she can have another little friend. But we would definitely wait until we have a house, because you can't have two huge dogs running around in this apartment.
Yeah, I don't think, oh, Frankie. You might just have to pause for like 2 minutes and let me get the dog out.
Okay.
Because she's too excited now that I'm back here.
Well, I'm trying to think of any other updates. I already talked about off-season. I talked about off-season trips. I talked about moving into a house. I talked about us getting a dog. I can kind of talk about getting a dog.
Frankie,
so Isaac and I decided to, well, Isaac and I have been wanting to get a dog for basically as long as we've been together. Well, at least as long as we've been together. I've wanted a dog.
You've always wanted a dog. I just grew up on a farm. We're dogs, and that's it.
No, but I have been wanting a dog basically throughout our entire relationship, whereas in Isaac has been, I don't know, he grew up in a different lifestyle than I did. So he didn't necessarily not want a dog, but he didn't necessarily want a dog. He was just very neutral about it. So once we moved in together, it became more of a realistic thing to do. We both knew that doing it during this season was not practical at all, and it would just not be a good situation for the dog that we got, because we both wouldn't be able to devote enough time to it or train it. She is super hyper right now, so she's ready to go to the dog park. So once we knew the off season was closer than it was for other teams, unfortunately, we went ahead and triggered getting Frankie, and I mean, we are so obsessed with her. Look at her little face. I'm so freaking crazy about her. Like, I'm literally a crazy dog mom.
I'm just staring. People, I think I'm staring at the camera. I'm looking at her in the camera. Frankie.
No, so we ended up getting Frankie. Throughout the off season, she's gonna take a big chunk of our off season, or not our, I say our off season just because he's at home, but it's really just his off season.
You've been able to take off a lot of time from work.
No, I mean, I already talked about my work and how I'm an independent, but right now we are devoting a lot of our time and energy towards her so we can get her trained. We also want to get her trained before we get another dog so that when we train that dog, it won't be double the work. Anyways, now that the hair gone, they are a lot of distractions. But back to what I was saying, the off season, we're looking forward to it so much because this is finally a time where we both can relax and enjoy each other. And Isaac and I moved in together when we were both in very, very busy places in our work careers. I mean, Isaac was gone 6 out of 7 days of the week, and even on the day he was home, he still had to go and work out. That's not to say that he won't be going and working out. I already talked about that, but we definitely have a lot more time and energy to be able to devote to each other. But with that being said, I think that's all the updating I wanted to do for this video. I feel like it was so intense in my head that like, oh, I need to do a life update, but like it's really not that intense. I just wanted to give you guys a clean slate so that now I can start vlogging again. It's 2020, I have tons of goals. I'm ready, I'm here for it. 2020 is my year. All that cheesy stuff. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any other questions you guys want to know about me and Isaac, let me know down below and I'll be sure to answer them for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next